Okay, picture this. It's Christmas time, 2014. 13-year-old you run downstairs to see you just received a green iPhone 5C for Christmas. You unbox it, take it upstairs, and notice that it came with a subscription for iTunes Music. You click on the app, you open it, you sign up, and the first thing you hear is this. Yep, that was my experience with J. Cole's Forest Hill Drive 2014. Forest Hill Drive is definitely my favorite album of all time. It's truly timeless, truly beautiful album. I am biased. That's why I hold J. Cole in such high regards. And revisiting this album 10 years later at the age of 23 is pretty surreal. It's like I knew all the words of every song, but I never really understood the meanings until I actually sat down and gave it a respin and just actually sat down and tried to digest what he was saying. And it's not like it's super deep, but there are very deep undertones to this album. It's really beautiful. There are a ton of references that I didn't get until I just re-listened to it recently, like how when he said Hollywood Cole, that's a reference to that Andre 3000 song, that like 7-minute Spotty Olliopolis, some shit like that. A beautiful song too, but I just now got that now at the age of 23. And it's stuff like that, like '03 Adolescence. I never understood the meaning of that song for real until now. And it's like that for the whole album. But yeah, every song is a banger. Even the 14-minute outro, which I never skip. I listen to the whole thing every time. It's just so good. The whole album is so good. 10s across the board. I couldn't ask for a better album. I got J. Cole over, K. Dot or Drake or whoever. He is at my top. He's the best one for me. So yeah. Next up we have
Hey, I don't stay in the projects anymore. I'm not a project baby anymore. I'm a suburbs kid. I'm a suburban.
Kodak Black's Little Big Pack. Came out in 2016. In my opinion, this is his best work. It's just so raw. It's so southern. It has these legendary features from Boosie and Gucci. And considering that he was 19 when he wrote this and put this out, that's kind of crazy. And it's super impressive. Like, you have songs like Letter is really cool. It's a cool song. You have Young Prodigy, which is pretty insane for a 19. And to be able to watch his progress as an artist and watch him evolve, it's been pretty cool, man. Because he hasn't slowed down, really. Like, he has his bumps in the road, of course. But as far as versatility and coming up with new creative flows, he's still going pretty strong at it. So, for Little Big Pack, I'll give this one a good 8.5 out of 10. Alright, next up we have Lil Wayne, The Carter 4. Man. Alright, while it's not the best Carter, but it's still my personal fave. And it's a fave for a lot of people in my age group, just because of the bangers on there, like 6 foot, 7 foot, How to Love, John or Rick Ross, She Will. Dog. This shit is amazing, bro. That 6 foot, 7 foot is still one of the most iconic rap songs of all time. Like that bar about lasagna, nigga, that shit still hits to this day. But I do have an interesting take on a song on this album. The one with T-Pain, How to Hate. Hey man, I think T-Pain low-key killed this nigga on his own song. Go listen to it, it's crazy. He really snapped on this shit. It's super impressive. Like, he put his soul into that shit, bro. Yeah, man, it's a great album. Cool, iconic, How to Love, amazing shit, so much replay value. And the outro is really interesting, right? The outro doesn't even feature Lil Wayne. It's the same beat as the intro, but it just has like different rappers on there. It has Nas, Busta Rhymes, Bun B, and Shine too. So a cool concept. I never seen like an outro not even feature the actual artist. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, the Carter 4 gets a 9 out of 10 for me, dog. This shit is this is it, bro. This is Wayne damn near at his peak. I think this came out in 2011. It was pretty good for him. Of course, not his best. I'll probably give it to the Carter 2, maybe. shit, I don't even know, bro. But yeah. Okay, so these last 2 albums are a little bit less known than the first 3, especially the Lil Wayne album and the J. Cole album for sure. But they're still really, really impressive and underrated albums for sure. So first up, out of these 2, I have Westside Boogie, Everything's for Sale. Now, as much as I despise West Coast rap, I don't despise West Coast lyricists. And West Coast Boogie is one of the best West Coast lyricists that ever come out the West Coast. And it's so sad that he's as underrated as he is. He produced a true masterpiece with this album, Everything for Sale. And he does have his other albums hit just as good too, but this one is a bit different. This one is a bit deeper, you know. And when I listen to it, low-key gets me in my feelings. It's some real deep songs. I have some real strong emotions attached to this album. It came out when I was like 17, dealing with female issues and stuff like that, you know, trying to figure shit out. And you know, it was good. It was a good album. It was great. Deep, great features from Jid and Black. Crazy wordplay. Deep outro. Album, one of the smoothest albums I ever heard for real. And in my opinion, well, to me, it is one of my top 5 or top 10 albums of all time. No skips for real. You'll never hear anything like this. It's like he got into a whole different bag, and it really resonated with the 17-year-old me. Very special album. As far as it being flawed, I don't think it has that many flaws at all. I'll probably have to give it like a 9.5 or something of that caliber, because it really is that impressive as an album. And finally, last but definitely not least, we have Charles Hamilton, The Pink Lava Lamp. Now, I didn't know much about this nigga Charles or this album or any of his work before. This was a recommendation by a commenter named Sean is Typing. Shout out to him. Thank you for this great album recommendation. This is true lyricism, true art. It's crazy how underrated and unknown this guy is. This is an actual hidden gem. Like, he's from an era of lyricism and quality production. It's all sharp and premeditated. He has the intro of this album is about how music impacted his life, and it's really, really good. Like, he had the potential to be up there with J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, or at least Wale and Big Sean. Like, at least up there with them guys. And I like bars. I'm a bar dude, and this nigga has bars. It sounds like he was heavily involved with the production as well. And it's crazy how he's not as big as he really should be. I wonder what happened to him. I think I read something where they said Interscope shelved this album for some reason. I'm not sure. I don't know why, but goddamn, that is crazy how talented people can go unnoticed like this. And I looked up his Instagram and stuff. He doesn't have a big following. It is so odd to me. It's really good. I don't know what else to say about it. You got to go listen to this album. Shout out to Sean is Typing on YouTube, because he recommended me this, and I appreciate that. If anybody has any recommendations, let me know. I'll listen to it. If it's good, put it in my next video. And yeah, that's it.